My name is Yiota Michaelidou. I am 35 years old and I live in Limassol. I am married and have 3 children. I have Stargardt disease, a form of macular retinopathy. It is a progressive eye disease affecting my central vision. Over the past few years, I had serious reduction in my vision. In the past, I was able to read regular print, but now I can only read large print or read with the use of a closed-circuit television. I also have to use computer magnification software called Supernova in order to be able to use my computer. In regards to orientation and mobility, I can move around with ease and safety in known environments. When in an unfamiliar environment, however, and especially when there is bright daylight, I need guidance in moving around. Sometimes I feel safer and more confident moving about during the night time. After graduation from high school, I attended a college and obtained a degree as a kindergarten teacher. Upon graduation, I started working as a kindergarten teacher with no particular problems. While working at the kindergarten, I was attending night classes at the Higher Hotel Institute and I received a degree in bakery and confectionery. I did that mainly for my own pleasure since I enjoyed baking very much. I remember my professor always telling me that one day I was going to be involved in the baking profession. Of course then, I never took him seriously, little I knew. After the birth of my 2 kids, I stayed home to raise them and I started on a trial basis to prepare upon order some sweets and traditional pasta. It was then that I realized that I enjoyed the baking and confectionery business and I tried to get a job at a confectionery shop. I was employed in 2 confectionery shops, but I could tell that both of my employers were treating me differently than their other employees due to my vision impairment. I actually left the first job myself due to that disturbing behavior, whereas the second employer fired me with the excuse that I was not productive. It was then that I decided that the best thing for me was to go into self-employment and start my own business. My small unit of baking and confectionery is called Paradosiakes Dimiourgies. The workshop is located right next to my house. The building used to be my parents' house that they no more live in. Part of the house was renovated in order to host the workshop. The workshop was designed in such a way as to meet my individual needs, but at the same time it meets all the requirements set by the hygiene department. I actually like the idea of having my own working place, especially the fact that I actually leave home every day to go to work, even if it means walking a very small distance. When designing the workshop and selecting the equipment, I paid special attention so to make it as functional as possible in order to meet my vision needs. The stove and mixing bowl, for example, have enlarged numbers and signing as well as good color contrast. Also, the working surface of the workshop was modified to be higher, so I will not have to bend down when working. I also modify all my recipes in large print, so that I will not have to have someone else reading them to me while working. My workshop has been operating on a trial basis for some time now. The products I produce are traditional Cypriot delicacies. For example, I prepare salty pastries such as cheese, spinach and olive pies, meatballs, etc. I also prepare sweet treats such as various pastries with nuts and cream and many cakes. Another specialty of the workshop is the various marmalades and syrup fruits we prepare and sell in jars. I prepare all my products upon order as I do not have at the moment the necessary storage place to bake larger quantities. Among my customers are 2 hotels, 1 kindergarten and various individuals. I have prepared some flyers with all my products and the prices, but I believe that the best advertising method for such business is from person to person and once someone has tried my products. For the future, I would like to see my workshop grow larger, receive more orders and have at least a few more stable weekly clients such as more hotels and restaurants. I can only do that when I will be able to purchase industrial freezers to store quantities of products that will be frozen. At this point, I have to say that all this is possible thanks to the great support I receive from my husband and parents. They are the ones that will drive around delivering my products to customers and do the grocery shopping for me. My mother also helps around the workshop. When I have a lot of orders to prepare, I call in some ladies that work for me and are paid per hour. When I was informed by Nikki, the organization's social worker, about this European project on self-employment, I thought that it was a great opportunity for me to talk about the workshop that I was running on a trial basis and see how I could turn it into a legal entrepreneurship. During my initial encounter with Nikki, I was informed of various training programs that I was in need for and I could attend. This is how I participated in my first ever computer class in a program run by the organization and funded by the European Social Fund. During an assessment, I was also introduced to various technical devices available to help me with my low vision. Nikki then helped me to complete all application forms to acquire a laptop computer with a magnification software program and a CCTV. I was also made aware of a scheme available to persons with disabilities from the Ministry of Labour and Social Insurance on setting up and running a small unit. I thought of that as the opportunity to invest in the 2 industrial freezers I need for storing large quantities of frozen products in order to be able to facilitate more customers. Nikki went over the scheme with me and asked me to find pro forma invoices for the freezers, while she also helped with the completion of the application form. Elena, a volunteer in the organization who has the relative experience, helped me in preparing and submitting, along with my application form and business plan, as well as a cash flow for the first 2 years of running my business. Now, I am awaiting for the examination of my application form, hoping that soon I will be able to receive the grant and purchase the 2 industrial freezers I need. I am also looking forward to some one-to-one tutorials I will have with a daily living skills officer who will help me overcome some difficulties I face in my workshop due to my low vision, such as deep frying. Although I have a lot of anxiety about the future progress of my business, I am more confident and more positive than before. I can even start thinking more serious into an idea that has been in my mind for quite some time now, and that is to write a cookbook with traditional delicacies of Cyprus for persons with vision impairments. My knowledge, along with the skills that I acquired over the years on dealing with situations in the kitchen, can be of help to other individuals with vision impairments that enjoy baking too as much as I do. Finishing up, I would like to invite all persons with vision impairments to participate in the activities of their organization of the visually impaired, not only for receiving the support and services available, but also for the sake of meeting other individuals with vision impairments and also for the psychological support that is available, knowing that someone is there for you who can understand and respond efficiently to your needs.
Όχι μόνο σε υλικά, αλλά και ψυχολογικά.